Okay, let's unpack this. Remember that night, August 2nd, 2025.
Oh, yeah.
That little jolt, maybe late evening, where you probably thought, was that a really heavy truck?
Right. Or something falling, maybe?
Exactly. Or maybe like an explosion far off. Well, you weren't alone if you felt that.
Mm-hmm.
It was felt pretty widely across New York City, Westchester, parts of Connecticut too, and of course, northern New Jersey.
Definitely.
So today we're going to do a deep dive into exactly that event. We're using the New Jersey Tremor, August 2025 earthquake summary as our guide here.
Good source.
Our mission, really, for you listening, is to figure out what exactly happened, where, when, and maybe the most interesting bit. Why did it feel like it spread out over such a wide area?
Yeah, and what's fascinating here isn't just that we had a quake. It's why a relatively small 1 magnitude 3.0 could rattle so many windows across the region.
Right.
It kind of points straight away to some unique things about the geology right under our feet here on the East Coast, things people don't usually think about.
Okay, so it allowed even that smaller tremor to have a bigger reach.
Exactly. A surprisingly broad reach, you could say.
So that takes us right into the details then. What did the summary actually say happened? What did it find?
Well, the main finding, the headline, is that it was an earthquake. Magnitude 3.0.
Okay. 3.0.
And yeah, like you said, maybe it doesn't sound huge on a global earthquake scale.
Right. California would barely notice, maybe.
Probably not, yeah. But here, its impact really highlights that unique East Coast thing we mentioned.
Yeah.
And location-wise, it was right underneath Hasbrouck Heights, New Jersey.
Hasbrouck Heights, so not out in the ocean somewhere. Right there.
Literally underfoot, yeah.
And the USGS, the US Geological Survey, they pinpointed the depth too, didn't they?
They did. About 6 miles underground.
6 miles, which, if you're in the city trying to picture it,
Yeah.
that's roughly 8 to 13 miles west of Midtown Manhattan.
Something like that, yeah. So epicenter in Jersey, sure, but definitely close enough and deep enough to be felt strongly in the city and the whole tri-state area. Very much a local event in that sense.
And the timing.
August 2nd, 2025. And it was late-ish, 10:18 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time.
Okay, 10:18 p.m., a bit of a late-night surprise.
For sure. And the summary mentions, just like you said at the start, lots of people first thought big truck or explosion.
Makes sense, that sudden shake.
Totally. It's sharp, quick. That momentary confusion, wondering, what was that? That was definitely a shared feeling across the area.
Yeah, indeed. And, despite that initial shock and how widely people felt it, the really good news from the summary was basically no harm done.
Right. No injuries reported, no structural damage found.
That's key.
Yeah. NYC Emergency Management, local authorities, they were all watching closely, obviously.
The standard procedure.
But in the end, they determined, nope, no emergency action needed, which is, a huge relief.
Absolutely. So widely felt, but minimal physical impact. That's the crucial takeaway there.
And that brings us right back to the why, doesn't it? Why did a 3.0 feel so widespread here?
Oh, yeah, explain that bit more.
So think about the West Coast. It's geologically younger, right? Lots of fractures, faults. It's kind of broken up.
Right, more geologically active, we always hear.
Exactly. But here in the East, the bedrock is much older, it's denser, more intact, you could say, less fractured.
Okay, so more solid.
Yeah, think of it like hitting a solid, well-made bell versus hitting one with a crack in it.
Ah, okay. The sound travels better through the solid one.
Precisely. Seismic waves travel through our stable, solid geology much more efficiently. They don't get dampened or scattered as quickly.
So they reach further with less energy loss.
You got it. Which means a magnitude 3.0 here can end up being felt over an area that might take, say, magnitude 4.0 or even a 5.0 to cover out west.
Wow, okay. That's a really significant difference.
It is. It's a really crucial distinction and one that often gets missed when people compare earthquakes across the country.
That difference is fascinating. So let's just quickly recap the key points for you listening.
Good idea.
What we all felt, or many of us felt, on August 2nd, 2025, that was a magnitude 3.0 earthquake.
Yep.
Centered right under Hasbrouck Heights, New Jersey, hit at 10:18 p.m. Eastern Time.
Mm-hmm.
Depth was about 6 miles underground, putting it roughly 8 to 13 miles west of Midtown Manhattan.
Close.
And the best news, no injuries, no structural damage reported, no emergency action needed in the end.
Thankfully.
But it definitely made for a memorable night, didn't it? Across the city, Westchester, CT, northern Jersey. I bet lots of us spent the next morning texting friends like, did you feel that?
Oh, absolutely. Those shared, wait, what was that?
Yeah,
moments definitely stick with you.
they do.
And, if we zoom out a bit, connect this to the bigger picture,
Yeah.
it's interesting that this tremor in August 2025 happened just about a year after that stronger one. Remember the 4.8 magnitude quake?
Oh, right, April 2024. Also centered in New Jersey. I remember that one caused a bit more buzz.
It did. A 4.8 is significantly stronger, felt even more widely. So while quakes here are still considered rare compared to, like, California,
Sure.
having these two noticeable events relatively close together, chronologically speaking, it's definitely making people, including geologists, pay a bit more attention. It adds to our understanding of what's actually going on seismically in this region.
Right.
And like we discussed, that East Coast geology just means even these smaller ones can really announce themselves over a huge area, much more than a similar quake out west would.
So thinking about that, what does it really mean for us living here? The occurrence of these tremors, this recent 3.0, the 4.8 a year before.
Hmm.
What does that suggest about how we understand maybe the ground beneath our feet, especially in these really built-up urban areas that we tend to think of as, well, pretty stable?
That's a great question. Does it change anything?
Yeah, like what can we learn from this about maybe just paying more attention to the unexpected, even small stuff?
Right. It makes you wonder, doesn't it? How might these events, even if they don't cause damage, shape conversations going forward?
Conversations about what? Like how prepared our cities are?
Yeah, urban resilience, basically. How
Yeah.
cities bounce back from shocks, even minor ones. Or maybe it's simpler than that.
How so?
Maybe it just nudges our own personal awareness. Just being a little more tuned in to the subtle shifts and sounds of our environment, even the ground itself. Something to think about anyway.